Hey guys, it's Michelle, aka Five Spires here, for another video today, as it's probably inevitable that UT Optimus Prime / Convoy will be delayed again. But I wanted to talk about Transformers 1 trailer coming in September. As I wanted to, for me, since it's been a few weeks of people talking about Transformers 1, I wanted the dust to settle in for me to talk about it. As a soft reboot for the franchise, I say this is a really good place for the movie since Rise of the Beast film. It's a welcoming touch to bring new and old fans into the franchise, not to mention 40 years of the franchise. So yeah, 2024 it's like the perfect year to be a Transformers fan. To me, I am not really a super fan of many other Transformers channels out there, so this is an outsider's perspective on the movie. And as a thoughts for the trailer, as my only childhood shows I watch was Armada, Prime, and of course the Michael Bay films. For someone like me, an outsider recently diving into the shows, video games, and comic books, and spent over thousands of hours on this, I pretty much have enough of my own opinion on the Transformers 1, which is my opinion. I'm still going to watch Transformers 1 regardless. And also, 2024 for movies is just a meh amount of movies coming out this year. And it's just sequel movies or a continue of a story. There's not enough content for me to consume, and it's a gosh darn desert out here. For me, the only complaint I have is the voice cast, which is a star cast. When there's talented voice actors out there who really want those roles. But I'm not a film producer or a director myself, so I have no control who is on the project or not. I have my own opinions as much as I don't like it. We have to help out those who helped out in the project. As I said, I'm a viewer and I can complain all I want. At the end of the day, if you don't like something or the movie's going to be a hot Hollywood pile of garbage, I say to you, who is a fan of any series, if you think that nothing is changing, why not go into the industry instead and see if you can try in making your own film? For me, as I want a mature Transformers film, like Transformers War for Cybertron video game, if you've been to school about film production for about a year, imagine about your ideas get immediately shut down or mid-production, producer manager asks you to change a scene last minute. I've been in like 2 Maya Desk classes and currently just in 1 year in Blender. At this point, I can tell you I appreciate 3D and special effects artists, as people need to appreciate how hard the people craft their work. Though 3D animation is a bit weird at times if you have been in class or have been in movies like Transformers 2009 or Pacific Rim. The CGI is normally at nighttime, where the animation is believable. Having CGI in the daytime is harder to maintain, as daylight is not as great back in like 2010. I say daytime has gotten a lot better. And also, filming a scene just like a camera should be, as those lighting and camera working plays a huge role of how you plant yourself in a CGI movie. And you don't want something shots like the Black Panther movie, CGI garbage. If you have your own opinion, of course just leave it down below. Your feedback will help me to make more videos, as it is tough for me as a hermit to not make anything out of this desert. As the movie is going to be released in theaters, there's going to be a lot of kids in the beginning of the school year in North America watching this film. Also, me inserting this pop-up that these are just tinfoil theories, and knowing that the director did Toy Story, this trailer shows us more of a light comedy story, but could hiding a very dark and very heart-wrenching moments in the film. So I cannot say, do not watch this video if you don't want to hear my theories, as I would say it could change your expectations for the film, and it's that kind of problem that most people would listen as me as a backdrop or a podcast or something. I'm still going to watch Transformers 1, regardless of my expectations, do get shot down. That's not my problem that you didn't listen to my warnings. I am putting up sirens right now. Maybe you would listen to sounds, and you probably hear me, and shut off the video if you don't want to hear tin hat theories. And after this video, it's just a shitpost video or nothing more. Although you won't listen to me, so if you don't care, I don't care. Then we're all good. I won't tell if you won't. So please be kind in the comments and have a nice day. So yes, the trailer. I do not have no problems as it is a soft reboot / origin story for our main cast of characters, Optimus Prime, Megatron, Elito 1, Bumblebee, and how the war against Cybertron occurred. We see in our trailer, and the main story is D16, who was Megatron's previous name, a nobody born as a slave / gladiator like his origin story in the comics and the Prime TV show, as D16 wants to discover himself and see the surface of Cybertron, as he views his position as a desperate outcome that he is born and will die here. As he knows the caste system isn't working, as everyone cannot choose for themselves and what they wanted. D16 chooses freedom and expression and sets a journey to get out of his terrible circumstances. My guess that D16 wants to free all of Cybertron's slaves, or breaking the caste system and probably bringing out a democracy or whatnot. No longer having slaves on Cybertron and having equality. As we see, D16 looks like Megatron's Shatterglass design from the comics. It just shows that he once had a humble beginning. D16 had yellow / amber eyes, very wide childlike expression, meaning that D16 was a transformer who had a simple goal, but his greed for power eventually known him now as today Megatron. This is probably where he meets Orion Pax. God damn it. Where he meets Orion Pax. In his lore from Prime and comics, a scholar who documents and files stats from his superior. Seeing as his job is an easy desk job, this version of Orion is willing to see what is out there, as he is tired to see the mundanity. This entire movie, he possibly broke his rule on the caste system and joins D16 with his girlfriend, Elito 1, and his best friend, Bumblebee, on this journey of the self-discovery, that Persona 4 stuff. Yeah, we've been there before. It was a lot of plots. Orion Pax became Optimus Prime out of wanting peace and preventing possible civil war within Cybertron. It is possible we won't see the war and the destruction of Cybertron, as the movie's runtime will be way too short to put in, probably in the aftermath credits or something like that. It has also been said that Orion has evolved or becomes Optimus Prime. He became wiser, having forethought of his previous primes, but also knowing in canon that D16 is now Megatron. Megatron was the one who heavily injured Orion, Bumblebee, and Elita 1. As we know that Megatron becomes a power-hungry lord. And we see as his obstacles in his way are his friends. Now reborn as Optimus Prime, after all this betrayal, he still thinks D16 is his friend. But also there's a new sense of justice. Optimus Prime choose the side of what brought into the caste system in the first place, but also he wants to change the system within, so that no one needs to fear and everyone can live in peace. This entire movie is about self-discovery and consequences of the main characters to go through. We can know from a theory of how the movie ends, just like X-Men First Class, where Professor X and Magneto's relationship in the films. The two had humble beginnings, but depart at a time where the desires no longer fit what they want. Which brings in our character Bumblebee, where throughout the franchise, he has never changed or evolved, or he kept repairing himself or becoming mute when the war destroyed everything and became traumatized that he cannot talk anymore. as he is loyal to Optimus Prime, and he will lose a lot of things, including his friends and his voice. They could go the route of the Cyberverse Bumblebee, where he lost his voice box in the beginning of the war to Megatron and has amnesia after the Transformer 1 events. It is possible for a movie or TV show the events after Transformers 1 as a main character on Bumblebee, but there's too much media for this point for B to have a movie like in Prime and Cyberverse. That's going to be harder to see the continuous story of Transformers 1 becoming a show. And finding out is a boring cut and paste of Prime and Cyberverse. In my opinion, I'm more interested of the Decepticon side as G1 originally was. Depiction of seeing both sides of the war, which kind of the first cartoon that implements the feeling that you want either side, like the Decepticons or the Autobots, to win. And of course, we have Alita 1, which in lore, the Transformers franchise, Optimus Prime's girlfriend, who is named Ariel, when she got rebuilt during the war. It is strange that she is already Alita 1, but who knows how they're going to change her background, or who knows, I don't know jack shit about the franchise, and I'll just leave people in the comments below. Alita 1 could go on the route for War for Cybertron TV show, where she dies and Orion Pax and Bumblebee are unable to prevent it. In canon, it could be a canon event, but I also hate the term of frigidating. Also, just listen to over Sarcastic Productions as they talk about frigidating better than me, and I would support more into the community. As frigidating, in term, is making your MC having motivation by killing the MC's lover to serve a plot device, which I don't want Alita 1's character to become as we go into the journey with the group. Please, I swear to God, if they kill Alita 1 or Megatron does it in Transformers 1 movie, I won't forgive myself if that theory comes true, and I'm sorry if it does and you come back to this video. That is all for me and my tin hat theories, so I'll just leave it to you guys, and I hope I can make more videos like this, and that is all for you, and I'm gonna leave. Bye bye.